guys, how's it going? It's Empty Chest, it's Crohnie Gamer, and we're going to get back into Let's Talks. We haven't done one of these for a while. We're going to try to get this at least once a week because it's been a while. This is where we just talk about games and kind of cool stuff, and we're going to structure it a little more in depth and kind of tell you guys what's coming out or what has come out and what we think's good and what's new. So just to start it off, I want to let you guys know that we've got some new VR titles, or one VR title. So we got VR Ping Pong. It's exactly what it sounds like. It puts you in a little VR world that's all pixelated. I've got a Let's Play up, or it will be up right after this video, and it's definitely a lot fucking harder than it looks, for sure. Oh yeah. The game's stupid hard. But I'm not good at ping pong in general. But I don't know. It's a good game. I liked it. I think it definitely executed what it was trying to do very well. So I don't know. If you guys are interested or curious about it, make sure you guys go check out the Let's Play and make your decision from that point, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely another like arcade style VR game. Like we had somebody comment on one of our videos just recently that he said nobody's playing VR because they're all just demos. They're not demos. I'd say they're arcade games is what most of them are. They have like an arcade feel. They're looking for that replayability, everything like that. But they're not. Other than Resident Evil, there's not really any big titles, right?
Yeah,
just short games, replay games.
Yeah, I know Capcom, like with the success of Resident Evil, that I hear that they're going to be putting more money and more focus on VR titles.
Yeah.
So Resident Evil definitely was a success for VR, and I'm excited to see what they go to next. I know horror is really good, and that game, you can check out our Let's Plays on that. I'll link it somewhere. Thanks to this green screen, we can do that now. So, but anyways, yeah. Any news that you want to talk about, or anything cool that you've seen in the last little while?
Well, a game that I'm excited about, this came out today, was Nioh. Not a VR game, nothing like that, but it's taking a little bit of heat. People are calling it like a rip-off of Dark Souls, stuff like that. It's like a hack and slash kind of game, but I played through the demo, and it's a lot harder than it looks. It's not just hack and slash. You can't just run in there and do whatever you want. There's a little more finesse to it. You gotta be dodging and blocking, and there's the Kai pulse or key pulse, whatever you want to call it. So there's a lot of timing involved, and that was the first thing I noticed. That even the very first battle, I think I died like a couple times right off the bat. Just like there's a lot more to it, but I don't know. It's a cool looking game. Like I didn't play Dark Souls. I wasn't into it at all. It's just something about it. I just didn't catch my attention. But Nioh for some reason did. I don't know. I like samurais and ninjas and all that kind of stuff. So it caught my eye a lot more. So I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. I didn't even know there was a demo available, but
yeah,
I've been strictly focused on VR. If you guys noticed with the Let's Plays, but gotta open up and check out some of the other stuff that I've been putting off to the side. Yeah, are you guys excited about the 4.5 update for the PlayStation? It's definitely gonna boost it. It's definitely gonna boost VR. They've added 3D capability for the headset, so if you're watching 3D Blu-rays, it's going to actually put it into 3D cinematic mode, and they've upgraded the actual cinematic mode, so it's got more detail, and they've got another boosted VR mode for the Pro. So that's kind of pushing me towards the Pro. I know I didn't want one, but I'm starting to want one a little more, seeing as how I play a lot of VR games, and I hear that Gran Turismo Sport is going to work better on the Pro. Okay. Even though the whole thing isn't all in VR, but
yeah,
you know, I see a lot more games going that route where they've got something added in, and it's not the full title, which they should let you have the ability to play the whole game like that, but it is what it is.
Well, it's even the developers, man. Like, not everyone's sold on PlayStation VR for some reason, or Vive or Oculus or anything like that. Like, Oculus has had lots of ups and downs. Vive seems to be going strong, but PlayStation VR, people aren't like completely sold on it for some reason. Like, well, nobody wants to commit to VR for some reason.
Well, you can just look at the Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like, technically, every Resident Evil that's sold, only 10% of the audience is doing VR. So, you know, how much resources does it take to put it into a VR title when you've only getting 10% of the people that are actually playing it? And especially if you're only strictly on a VR, aiming for a VR market, you know, how much resources are you risking to put a VR title out? So I can see where they are. So if you guys do have PlayStation VRs, make sure you guys go out and buy and support the titles that you guys enjoy, because if we don't, we're not going to have titles in the future. So
That's right. Yeah.
So what do you think of everybody saying that VR is dead? PlayStation hasn't put out games for a couple weeks.
Well, like we were just saying, like I think like Resident Evil was like right from PlayStation VR launch, like everyone knew it was coming out, that like everyone was just waiting for Resident Evil to see how it turned out, to see how it played, if it was actually that good. Like I think that was like the test for PlayStation VR, for developers, for fans, for for everybody. Like,
Yeah,
if this performs well, we're gonna buy it. We're gonna make games for it. Whatever. Like everybody's just waiting for that, and I think it succeeded. I know it succeeded. Like we're loving this game. We got ongoing Let's Plays. We're on like part 6 or something like that right now, and those are just gonna keep coming to you. So it's a great game.
I guarantee a lot of the publishers aren't going to put out a VR title that's going to get buried by Resident Evil as well. So I'm guessing starting mid this month, we're probably going to see a couple more titles and a couple more titles until we get to Farpoint, and then, you know, it's going to go silent for Farpoint. That's the only game that's going to be out when that game is released. I fucking guarantee it.
Yeah.
You can call it. I'm predicting it now. Write it down.
Yeah, I think that's another test, because like Resident Evil is a big franchise, it's a big name, everything like that. But I don't think there's really been any other big names really to come out on PlayStation VR or any VR headset really. Like I think Resident Evil was like the biggest franchise in VR so far. Like there's been lots of small titles, like there was Here They Lie, that was something new for people, and like that one didn't really turn out. A lot of issues with the motion sickness and stuff like that for us, especially. Like we played it once, like when it first came out, and we kind of got lost in the shuffle with all the other VR games, but we went back to it and we couldn't even get through it. So
yeah, no way.
But like Riggs was a big title, but that studio's closed down. So like, is there even support for it anymore? Like I don't even.
I hear they just did that one free downloadable content, and now they're done.
Yeah.
And that game was all right, but it definitely wasn't where I set the bar for that game.
Yeah.
You know, I was very happy with it, and I didn't have any buyer's remorse when we were playing that, but that game, I think they wanted it to be esports, and it wasn't at that level.
No.
And by pushing it that direction, you know, I think hurt it a little bit. But
yeah, it was a little bit too big of a step for a game like that. Like they should have like tried to ease their way in, just like make a total game first, and then get into the multiplayer a little bit later on, that sort of thing, online later on.
Let it happen naturally.
Exactly. Yeah.
Let the people decide if it's going to be esports.
That's right.
Don't push
That's
too
right.
hard. There's not lots in gaming news.
Not really.
No, yeah, just Oculus.
Yeah.
Losing, what was it, $500 million on their lawsuit. I feel bad for you guys. I hope it doesn't affect VR in general. But you know what? I didn't buy an Oculus.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a PlayStation VR.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I guess that's a risky take with a new company, and fucking around with Facebook, you're gonna get Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got some tidbits of Ubisoft might be having an Assassin's Creed VR title, which is kind of exciting. I hope it's not Martians VR.
Yeah.
Not just like they're banking off of their movie, which would suck so bad.
Mm-hmm.
Make it its own title. I don't know how well that game would handle though. being with motion sickness and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're diving off buildings into haystacks and stuff like that, I can see a lot of people having some issues with that. Like I remember, like when we played Batman VR for the first time. Like if you haven't played that game, you're actually in Gotham City. You can walk up to the edge of a building, things like that. And I work at heights all the time, and I walked up to the edge of the building in Batman VR. We're standing in a living room, and I actually felt like I was going to fall over. So if I'm going to dive off of a building in Assassin's Creed, like that is going to mess with you.
Oh, just when
that's going to mess with you.
When you go into the Batcave for the very first time, like it's. Oh man, it makes my stomach drop when you first start going down the elevator.
Yeah.
So I could imagine jumping off some stuff, but
yeah,
I have gotten more used to VR, but I still think that would mess me up.
Yeah.
Hell, Here They Lie, I still can't play it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like still a few titles that we can't really play. Like every game has like you kind of got to get used to it for the first few minutes. Everything feels a little odd once in a while, but I don't know. I'm just hoping that Assassin's Creed like it commits to being a VR game, like make it its own game, make it run on VR correctly, and like kind of separate itself from the rest of the franchise. Like obviously it's still gonna have the same feel, but like my problem with the Assassin's Creed franchise, like I know it's a big franchise, everybody loves to play it, like, but like it's just so much like repeating the same stuff over and over again. Like I played the first one and I didn't even get through it because it was just like you're just like killing the Templar Knights, doing this, doing that. Like it was just the same thing over and over again. Like
so much searching.
Yeah.
Too much searching.
Yeah.
Not enough story. That's where I think open world hurts.
Yeah.
Where there's so much space, but there's not enough, meat. There's not enough meat. There's a lot of bone, but not enough meat.
Yeah.
And I think it hurts some games. I know a lot of people love that game. I love the beginning of it. And I like same as you. I didn't once it got so repetitive where it's like, okay, we're in a new map. Here's 10 things. Check off the list.
Yeah.
On to the next section. It's just.
Yeah. And my problem is like it's like my personal issue is that like in games I like get obsessive about finding like every little thing, right? And so like when you've got that open world and like, you've got these 10 things on the list, but also you've got another 10 like sub items or whatever that you could be doing, and like I've got to go get all those things. Like I've got to try and find everything, but it's all in that game. It was just so much repetition that it just got old so fast.
Yeah, there's some that do it well, and then there's some that don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's my worry with like Horizon Zero Dawn coming out at the end of the month. Like I'm wondering if it's going to fall into that open world Assassin's Creed trap. Like everybody's trying to do open world right now, but some of them are succeeding, some of them are missing, some of them are just getting lost in the fact they're trying to make like a big open world, but there's nothing in that world.
Yeah, Horizon Dawn, I'm on the wall with that one. I don't know if I like it yet. I haven't seen enough to like really judge how excited I'm going to be about that. Seems like I'm getting everybody else's opinion makes me more interested about it, but I'm just holding back because I don't know. I feel like it's going to be one of those games that are just like too RPG-ish for what it's doing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hope it's good.
Yeah, it's the problem is it's like the same gameplay footage keeps coming out. They add like a little bit here and there, and they're trying to show like the character art and things like that. Like they're not really telling you anything else. They told us a little bit more about the storyline and what's going on in the world, what's going on in the game, but they're not really showing a whole lot more of the gameplay. So that's what it has me worried. It looks like a great game and it looks like something that I would enjoy, but I'm just a little bit hesitant. Like it's kind of like No Man's Sky. Like they're showing you what they want to show you. They're not showing you what's actually there. They're just giving you that one window.
Show me the bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. They're showing you that one window
spots.
that they know you're gonna like, and then they're like, oh, that's it. Buy it, $70.
Definitely looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It's good, and you guys already know that looks aren't everything to a game. I've said that about For Honor, and I know that's getting wild in the feed. Thanks for commenting, guys. Thanks for the discussion.
Yeah.
But I still stand by my opinion on that game. I know everybody's held up to their own, but I think that game isn't what it should be, and it's focused more on looks than it is on actual feel.
Yeah.
Like, go back and play Mario. Super Mario. The game's fucking awesome no matter when you play it. It doesn't matter if it's 4K.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. speaking of old school gaming, Sonic Mania. I saw that on Amazon the other day. They've got the collector's edition with like the little Sonic statue with the Sega console beneath it that plays the Sega opening, like Sega, that whole thing. Like, oh man, it's just like brings back memories. I think that was, I remember playing like Mike Tyson's Punch Out and Super Mario on the original Nintendo and everything like that. But I think those were always like friends or whatever, those at their house and stuff like that. But like Sega was like the first console I had, and Sonic was like the very first game that I ever played like myself completely. And so
yeah. I asked my mom for a Super Nintendo, and she brought home a Sega. She's like, my mom still to this day calls every system Nintendo. It doesn't matter what it is, it's a Nintendo. You kids are down there playing that Nintendo. No, Mom, we were linked up with the Halo on Xbox. Yeah, but yeah, I played a lot of Sega.
Oh yeah,
Sonic 2, bud. That's what it's all about.
The original Sonic was the one for me, man.
No, fuck that. It's gotta have tails. The one with tails.
Yeah, Sonic Mania.
You load
looks
up
like it's got all of it in one. It looks like a lot of the gameplay I've seen. It looks like the first Sonic, but then I've seen clips of like Knuckles and Tails and everybody else. So it's like I think they've got it all mashed into one. But it looks like the old school game. It's not like the Sonic 3D and the Dreamcast stuff that they were trying to do.
Sucked.
Yeah, all the Dreamcast stuff that they were trying to do. It didn't work out. But
I had the Tamagotchi.
oh yeah,
the Sega for the Dreamcast or whatever.
Yeah.
I had the hatching the eggs, trying to get my guy built up.
Yeah.
Fuck, hashtag bring back Dreamcast. I miss that system, but it was so good.
Yeah. But anyways,
yeah.
Us old guys will quit talking about retro games.
Flashbacks. I guess anyways, guys, this was our Let's Talk for this week. We're going to sit down and try to, maybe they'll be longer, maybe they'll be shorter, probably get more condensed as we do these. But make sure you guys tune in next week for our Let's Talk, where we bullshit and reminisce about old games. Take her easy, guys.